Hello, I'm Skip Metz, and I'd like to tell you about the latest development in gripper thumb terminal devices. As you may know, the gripper thumb replaces the Hosmer hook. For some people, the Hosmer hook works on a shoulder harness and a Bowden cable, and it's been in use for more than 100 years because it works so well. But a couple of years ago, John Schul and I discovered that the gripper thumb could work without the cable and harness as a passive prehensor. You could use it for two-handed task by placing the object into the grip with your other hand. One thing bothered us. That's not very handy if you're missing both hands. So what do? Well, it was actually a couple of years ago that our friend Doug Bittner came up with a motorized gripper. He called it the KISS hand, K-I-S-S for Keep It Simple Stupid. And it was a simple little device with a motor, inexpensive motor, and he had one version that was a myoelectric. But the electronic devices were a little bit complex for our users to assemble. And so it never went anywhere until about a month ago. Doug came up with a real winner. He came up with a motorized gripper. I've been calling it the MOTO Gripper, that has no electronics. And so I've been playing around with his idea. He made a cute little video to demonstrate it. And it's so very simple. My version of it uses parts from an inexpensive flashlight. This flashlight can be had from Amazon for $25 for 20 units, so that's about $1.25. And from the flashlight we get 3 AAA batteries, a battery holder, and a push button switch. And we can put those devices into Doug's MOTO Gripper, and the push button switch can be used to actuate the motor mechanism. And you can see that there's a crankshaft on a little gear motor that operates a winch type mechanism that makes the thumb open and close. And there's a second micro switch, but there's no electronics. When the motor runs, it runs in one direction, and the switches can turn it on and off without electronics. So the way this is going to operate is the user can just press the switch against the table and start it to running, and can use it to pick up devices and put them down, a series of them. It turns out this push on push off switch from the flashlight will let the motor keep going if you push it once, but if you double click it, it will open once, and you double click it again to discard the item that you picked up. So we're very excited about this because that's going to let people missing both hands be able to use a gripper thumb with no cables, no strings attached. And the total parts cost for the gear motor, the flashlight, and the extra stepper switch, and a couple of screws is less than $12 in small quantities as an added cost to the 3D printed plastic parts. And so we're very excited about the MOTO Gripper.